NewGenGamers.com.
Welcome everybody to a New Gen Gamers documentary. This is Ray and Luke here taking a look at the Atari Jaguar system. Here on the front here you'll see the nice Jaguar logo. We read left to right here in America. Atari, the 64-bit interactive multimedia system by Atari.
Really? Did you want to tell them about that whole 64-bit action?
We'll get into that later.
Oh, my bad.
Remember, this goes first.
Right.
Here is the power button. It is a button, not a switch, just to clarify. It will not turn on if you don't have a game in.
You will get the red screen of death, which we will go over later as well.
No, you won't even get the red screen of death. It just won't turn on.
If you don't have the game inserted properly.
Yes.
You get the red screen of death.
Here we have the cartridge port. As you can see, there is no cover, so not really any dust protection for your system there.
Unless you just leave the game in there, which is
probably
kind of advised.
Probably what most people did with Atari systems. Here we have your power. Over to its right a little bit is DSP, which was used for the JagLink to link the systems, play some early LAN. About 10 people took advantage of that. And here is the expensive AV version. That did not come packed in with the console. That was a separate accessory. So if you wanted to have some high quality video on your Atari Jaguar, you had to buy a cable. Here is the low and high switch. I'm assuming it's an L and an H.
So, Ray, would you say that the hub thing, the land action, was probably taken part of about as much as the Steel Battalion game?
Probably, I would say so. Here we have your standard RF out. I don't know if you could see that, but you can actually kind of see the soldering there. That kind of scares me. Next, we're going to take a look at the infamous Atari Jaguar controller. Here we have the D-pad, standard D-pad.
Infamous it is.
Pause. Option C, B, and A, which is pretty much like the Sega Genesis, only backwards. And then your phone keypad.
Yay, a phone keypad! Obviously, we need one of those.
Hold on, let me try and call somebody. 4, 1, 2, 6, 5, 3, 9, 9, 8, 5. I don't know what that number is. Don't call it. And my cat. Apparently, my cat wanted to be a part of the Jaguar action. It wanted to keep with its kind. Here we have the end of the controller port. You'll see it has a mini plug connector. And on the front here, this is where it plugs in. These are the two controller ports. Nice big Atari logo there in the middle. Here are some of the games. Here's Tempest 2000, Pinball Fantasies, Flashback, Quest for Identity. Here we got some cartridge games. Cybermorph, which has the handle. You'll see on the back of the cartridge they have the Atari logo and the nice little pull handle, which was very good because, as you can see, the cartridges don't exactly just pop right in there with ease. You kind of have to give it a little bit of a tug.
Yeah.
And there's
hassle-some.
There's Wolfenstein. We got Checkered Flag, Iron Soldier, Valdir's, I'm butchering that again, Skiing and Snowboarding, Zoop, Zool 2, White Man Can't Jump.
If you find yourself getting ready to play White Man Can't Jump, you should probably go kill yourself.
Or just throw the game in the trash.
Yeah.
Or look on eBay, see what it's selling for, and maybe trade it for a couple of good games. I don't know, like Devil May Cry. Alright, everybody, that's a look at the Atari Jaguar. Oh, one more thing. The box. we actually have the box for this system. Here's a look at the Atari Jaguar system box.
And look, you
Flip
can
it up
see
on its side.
up there in the corner about how Cybermorph was packaged with it.
Yes, it is a Cybermorph pack-in. On the side, you'll see some of their advertisement for it. It says it has the 64-bit graphics chip, can do 16.8 million colors, CD quality sound. I don't know how they pull it off with a cartridge. 3D graphics, high-speed rendering, digital interface port, made in the USA. That's actually advertised on the box.
Well, it is Atari. I mean, should be kind of a given.
That's true. On the back, they have a few previews of upcoming games. Here we have Evolution Dino Dudes. I don't know how good that's going to stay in focus. Raiden, Trevor McFur, Alien vs. Predator, Alien vs. Predator, Cybermorph, Checkered Flag, Club Drive, Tiny Toon Adventures, and Tiny Toon Adventures. What's up with that? And here you go. That's a decent look at some of the early marketing for the Atari Jaguar system. Oh, let's give you a little quick look inside the box here. We don't have any of the paperwork with this. It must have just got lost. But, oh shit. Here is the cardboard insert. Here's where your controller goes. This is where your console fits in. AV port.
Wow, that looks
and the light.
cumbersome.
It actually fits in really nicely.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I had no trouble getting it in and out of the box. No problems. But we're going to now take a look at this. You ready to jump into it, Luke?
Sure, I am. I'm going to jump right into that kitty.
That sounded so wrong.
It's a Jaguar.
Moving on. Welcome everybody to another New Gen Gamers Console Wars of the Past. Today we are covering the Atari Jaguar. The Atari Jaguar was a system that was released in 1993 to kind of compete with the Super Nintendo Sega Genesis. It ended up competing with 3DO, PlayStation, Saturn, and 64. Wow. Those are the pots. Luke, those are some amazing textures.
Oh, you have no idea how amazing these textures are. They're so fantastic. Like, I've never seen fantastic before. Oh, I missed that. Fail.
Sarcasm much? But yeah, I mean, we're gonna be joking around a lot with this console. I mean, it did have some good games. There are some fans of the system. I mean, we want to give everyone a decent idea of what this system's all about.
Crap. And fucking crap?
Don't be so hard on it, Luke. Gotta give everything a chance. But I tend to agree with you on most parts.
Oh, right. Alright, my bad.
I think the main problem I'm seeing with this system is that there wasn't much of a game library.
I got it well done because I crashed into an opponent. I'm scared.
That was well done. Those kind of look like little TIE fighters. Kind of, sort of. Or mosquitoes. Maybe they're mosquitoes. Like all the Atari consoles, you kind of make it up as you go here.
Did I just get a victory?
to find the gate without dying too much.
Fair enough. Oh, wait, I've got a little reticule for that there, don't I?
Yeah. Like I said, just don't
on the
crash
HUD.
into a wall and or get blown up and you're good to go. Follow the yellow arrow, follow the yellow
I'm
arrow.
trying.
Avoid the ground.
The voice said avoid the ground.
Land straight to avoid bailing.
Well, it's nice that it gives you tips along the way. We are playing Cybermorph for the Atari Jaguar today. This was actually one of the early launch titles for the system. It was also the pack-in game for most early ones. That right there.
Nice.
And it was also actually one of the better games on the Jaguar for quite a bit of time.
That's kind of sad. I'm not gonna lie.
I mean, if you look at it, it's not a terrible game.
Yeah, but it's
Good luck.
It's what?
at best it should be like a sleeper.
Yeah. Well, it was a packing game. I mean, it's no Sonic the Hedgehog, obviously, or Super Mario Brothers. But it's a decent game to show off the hardware.
Avoid the ground.
Wow, that says something for the hardware, doesn't it? Given that we've got these great textures here. Uh-huh.
Well, this is a 64-bit console. You know that, right?
Yeah, but wasn't the N64 also a 64-bit console?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure they had better looking
Avoid the ground.
racing games and whatnot than this.
Well, it was also 3 years after, too, when it launched.
True enough. But
I mean,
obviously
this
they
came out in
knew-
late 1993. They released it in North America to. It was kind of one of those limited launches. They released it in New York and San Francisco
Avoid the
on November 23rd, 93. And then in early of 94, they launched it in the rest of the country. I guess they just wanted to test market it.
Only one more.
And it really didn't do well right out of the gate.
So what you're saying is they should have just gone ahead and packed it up and gone home.
Probably, but they were kind of so invested in it at that point, they really couldn't do anything. I mean, right before the Jaguar launched, Atari had decided to cut off the rest of the lines for everything, which ended the 2600's lifespan, by the way. The 2600 had a 14-year lifespan, and that ended in 92. Right as they were prepping this to go out.
So what are you telling me here? Was this a rush job? What?
No, it wasn't a rush job.
I mean, because it doesn't sound like it, but whenever I look at the game itself, like the in-game action, I'm kind of like, wow, why didn't they do something better with this?
Here's Benjamin Hall on the Jaguar system to play Cybermorph. Let's see how those beastly graphics and intricate moves that only come from 64 bits of Mega Power feel. Then, Cybermorph only on Jaguar by Atari. Get bit by Jaguar.
UJGamers.com